afternoon, Chamber members. Welcome to Monday Minute for Monday, May the 29th, 2023. I have a couple of items for you out of Ottawa today. First of all, the Canadian Chamber voices their concern about the budget to the Standing Committee on National Finance. So last week, Mr. Gray was in front of the Senate Finance Committee, and this most recent adventure to Parliament is in front of the Standing Committee, the Parliamentary Committee. And of course, he has concerns about the budget, much like he had last week with the Senate, talking about the the ongoing disruptions from the pandemic, the need for improved trade-enabling infrastructure. I know we've spoken about that several times. He also talks about the streamlined regulatory processes on major projects, because we know how long those can take. And of course, he also mentioned the simplified tax code as something being important. And of course, they talk about the lack of a clear strategy to attract investment for sustaining economic growth in Canada. There's a video there for you if you'd like to take a boo at it. His presentation is much like it was last week, but some highlights are different. As well, Minister Vidal was announcing money for growth, business growth, innovation, and workforce training in Saskatchewan. They have over $7.6 million that came from Prairies Can. So some interesting business development and scaling up of businesses. None of them are from the Battleford specifically, but there's some good news there for Saskatchewan on some business changes and development. Also an article today for you from the news this morning. Canadian companies adopt stay interviews as workers rethink careers. It was a news article on CTV News this morning, and I share that with you. It's an interesting read on how employers are interviewing their employees to see what they can do to keep them in their workplaces or make it better for them with flexibility or some items. So it's an interesting read. I encourage you to take a minute to look at it. And last, of course, we have Chamber on Tap this Thursday at Discovery Co-op in the cafe. I encourage you to get your tickets and join us for that event on Thursday. We have Jamie Malmgren from Immigration and Career Training. I'm going to be talking about workforce items, and we all know everybody needs people. So I encourage you to join us for that on Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. I wish you a great week in business, and we'll see you again next Monday. Take care.